And Tara Tazadar, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be just a bit of a fun game, really, between myself and a few of my friends against some other people. So let's go through who we have. We have Defaulted here, we have Kylaris, myself, we have Gutor, and we have One Old Fogey. One Old Fogey and they're actually brothers, but that doesn't really matter, and they both sound the same, and they're actually twins. Haha, twins. And Caster, and Rizlol, and Baller, and Fade. So during this, I just want to really kind of show off a fun, really fun kind of like build thing I use in 4v4. I personally think it's really fun. And I'm sure loads of people have done it before, but it doesn't really matter too much. But I just wanted to kind of do a kind of casual kind of game and just chill out a bit. Just chill. And before I do forget, the 100th video will be on its way soon. I just, again, I still feel pretty ill, so I don't really want to do it without feeling ill. And what else? There was something else. And yes, I'm going to give a big shout out to Life's a Glitch TV, Lag TV, who I am officially kind of partners with at the moment, and you should really check out some of their games. They don't cast the high level awesome games or whatever from people. They actually just cast like I think any kind of games really. So you should definitely check them out because they're really nice guys, and you should definitely give their channel a check out. I'm going to put it in the link below on this video, but also it's on my channel as well, in my recommended channels. So again, check them out. They're just starting out, but I think they're going to have a very bright future. So yeah, definitely give them a check out. So in this game at the moment, I have gone for 2 very early gases, as you can see here, and I've just grabbed my gateway. I did grab it pretty early, and as you can see, I'm throwing down a pretty early cybernetics core as well. Going to be bringing this probe down here in order to throw down a pylon anytime soon, and also do something fun. Defaulted here is just going for a standard build. One Old Fogey is just going for a very standard pull. Gutor is going for a pretty standard build at this point. And as you can see, Baller has expanded already. We do see Rizlol is just trying to set up a little bit of a wall, just kind of preventing any cheese, as is Caster, and Fade is just chilling out as well. As you can see, my cybernetics core is quite a way ahead of everyone else's buildings, because I'm just going for a really fast tech, and I'm going to be going for that Twilight Council really fast, and you can probably guess where I'm going with this. I'm going to be going for a really fast DT rush, and with this build you can get like DTs out in like 6 minutes or something in a 4v4, and they wreak havoc. Oh, it's so much fun. Seriously, you should DT rush all your 4v4 matches, because it's just hilarious fun. And whoa, what is with it? One sec. Okay, sorted that problem. Yeah, FPS. It's so much fun. And they have sent us out in here, but do not get too far, as Gutor is quite handy when it comes to taking those out. Fogey is expanding down here, and Defaulted is just getting up his second barracks. I'm throwing down a few more pylons, and my Twilight Council has finished, so anytime now I should be throwing down my Dark Shrine. I should have had him in position, because I could have got this a few seconds earlier. But 4 minutes 50 and a Dark Shrine is coming out. It's so cool, and it wreaks havoc. And oh my god, you can actually transition out of it really nicely if you deal enough damage. And you'll see by what happens and ensues that dealing enough damage is quite fun. Now, don't get me wrong or whatever. This is in the Diamond 4v4 random league thing, but genuinely, it doesn't take anything to get to the Diamond League. No offense to the players here or whatever. I'm sure they're fabulous, but I had like 23 wins, 2 losses in 4v4, and then just randomly got here because it's stupidly easy. You can either just cheese your way to the Diamond League in these games, or just play standard really, or anything you want. It's crazy stuff. So what I was doing in this game basically was just relying on the fact that I had 4 other people here, and I was hoping to God that their team wasn't going to cheese us like hell. Defaulted is actually going for Mass Reaper, and Mass Reaper is such a brutal tactic as well. I'm surprised that Mass Reaper isn't used more often elsewhere, but apparently it's not. And yeah, well, I'm not a Terran expert, but Terran, I think Mass Reaper's really strong and potent, especially if your opponent isn't aware it's about to happen. So Foggy is going to be defending this with a few lings here, and there is a few of Gunter's units coming down here. I keep calling him Gunter even though it's Gunter. In order to defend this off, and that was pretty easily handled there. I have warped in my 3 DTs, and I'm also throwing a pylon down there in order to be able to warp in DTs down here. But these Hellions are just having a bit of a scout around at this point, but I am going to be sending each of these DTs to each a separate mineral line in order to do as much damage as possible before they actually realise DTs are on the way. Currently they don't have a clue DTs are on the way. If we just go to the view station of them, they can see nothing about these DTs. So these DTs are going to walk in absolutely freely, and they're going to start wreaking havoc in this mineral line as well as other mineral lines. They're just wandering about now, killing as many things as possible. And as you can see, we're shutting down all mining at this base. Where's my other DT? One there, and one there as well, shutting down all this mining. And this gives you a clear advantage from the word go, to be honest with you, especially if they're only just now morphing in this Overseer, but still I'm pretty sure they scanned and killed that DT there, but this DT is still on a rampage, and this DT has been thwarted by that Overseer, but this DT is still running around a bit. I did move it out of that scan range, and now these Reapers are going to be jumping in here, taking out all these Marines, and then taking out all these SCVs, or trying to take out all these SCVs as well, quite easily just kiting those back. And it's a really potent combination, is Reaper's Rush with DT Rush. It just does so much damage. Whilst, say, because one old Foggy here was playing pretty standard, he was doing a bit of damage with these Zerglings over here, but not too much. So you can really kind of get an idea of how potent this can potentially be. I am sending in more DTs at this point, as you can see, and our opponents are pretty, well, Rizlol is pretty shut down at this point. I do have one DT here, still picking off a lot of casters' mineral line, and again, being this early in the game, it's pretty damn hard to stop this annoyance. I am sending 3 DTs up here in order to be able to try and take out as much of the mineral line here as possible, but I see that they're running away, so I'm just going to focus down the hatchery and hopefully kill it as quickly as possible. They are going to be trying to pick off these guys as they realise that their hatchery is in danger, and they do bring one Marine down here, but at this point I stopped focusing down the hatchery. I'm not so sure why I did that, but I did kill that Queen there, and they do bring a lot of Zealots in order to be able to kill this off. So it's so low at this point, and I'm saying to my friend who defaulted on vent that go and kill that hatchery, it's really, really low, and he's like, okay, I'll go kill it. So that's that hatchery done and done with the Reapers. So, coming back to everybody else, we do see Hydra range on the way for Foggy. Guntor is just building up his nice Marine